Didn't even say I love you. I love you. And I don't want to.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
I love you. I love you. I love you. And I don't want to. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I don't want to. I love you.
What up, everybody? Burn Live, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Marijuana keeping you connected, y'all. Hashtagging these red eyes, keeping underage smoking off social media. Killing ourselves for your entertainment. Sitting here smoking with friends and family, starting a cannabis station. That's what we're here for. What up, y'all? Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. And also good night. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another Burn Live show. Welcome to another Cannabis Conservative show. What's been going on out there, y'all? Hope everything's been going good. Hope everything's been going all right. Hope everything's been going well. Welcome everybody to another show. I've been doing all right. Um, understand that the struggle is real. Seeing videos that are alarming, shocking, saying that there are people out here still calling us dumbasses. I had a lot of good conversations with people today. Um, I've been always making this joke about how if we ever get reparations here in America for African Americans or Americans, Black Americans, and I do mean this. If I get reparations, I don't want no other. I don't want no African Americans. I don't want no Jamaican Americans. I don't want no African. I don't want. I'm sorry. When you go to other countries and you hear the report on us Black Americans and how they feel about us, it comes to my point. It comes to my mind. It comes to my thought pattern that hey, y'all, we don't need them. We don't need them. And I really mean we don't need them because they already call us lazy, they call us ghetto. Now, in the same token of me saying this, she wasn't talking to all of us. She wasn't talking to the ones that are really hardworking and come over to her country, Jamaica, and have a good time and don't leave a mess. But it's a story. It just there's too many stories of us and how we are and what we do and how we do and people don't like it and how we don't like other countries when they come over here and mess up our country and don't respect us and burning the flags and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You get all of that happening. You get fused. You get confusion, you get anger, you get frustrations, you get many wars, you get many camp of wars, and you just get a lot of people that are angry and upset, man. I've been seeing a lot of reports, and if y'all be watching Black Conservative, it has been a lot of Democrats saying that they want one thing, and now that they're getting what they read, what they say, they're not liking what the outcome is. And so, yet again, it has really getting down to the point to where we the people, need to really understand what type of laws we are voting in. Y'all, I hope you got your weed, hope you got your bombs, hope you got your concentrates. I'm throwing a little concentrate in my blunt. I'm gonna make this one nice special. Right. No, I am. Make it a real nice special. Get nice little baby chunks up in it before we get this show fully started. But yeah, man. All these articles that I've been seeing today, I seen 2 or 3 of them, and I was like, for sure, I wanted to pass along, and I'm like, we don't have to discuss this. We're gonna have to see what's going on. We're gonna have to see if what y'all see, I see. Now, if I see what y'all see, then we're going somewhere. I really need to find a way to start taking my time, slowing down, because y'all, I've been noticing that my crowd comes in the middle of the show and they be missing so much. It made me want to just go live for like 30 minutes early and just have nothing but music on to get my crowd. So by the time I get into it, sit here and get into the show, be like an hour and a half into the show. Because every time, y'all, I'm not saying tonight, but tonight, if it happens again, I'm gonna bring it up. Like, man, It's a little crowd in here around now. It's the sunset time. I love it. I just sometimes I wish I know how to stall out and get them to come in now. And they don't miss every time. So y'all, ladies and gentlemen, springtime is summertime has actually kicked in and we're starting to feel that weather. I'm actually hearing people hearing people saying, "Oh man, it's hot outside. I don't know what to do. I gotta get in." That's crazy, y'all. We really thinking that it's hot out there and it got too hot. It ain't even really hit the full-fledged summer. I think we still got one more month left. We still got one more month left for the summer actually fully kick in and get this scorching hot weather. Yeah, people out here in Nevada and the southern parts of the states, we're ready for this 116, 120 weather. We may not be fully ready. Like, no, I'm not ready, but I'm ready. Understandable that it's coming, so I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I almost got the blunt ready. So the first story that we're gonna bring up today is of AOC, and she's been having board meetings in New York City. Now, I remember yesterday she tried to call out Ted Cruz on Twitter, and Ted Cruz hit it with some of that hi y'all. Better watch what you say. People really gotta start watching what they say. You know what I'm saying? Don't be calling out nobody if you ain't got that fire. You ain't got that bumbleclot brown balot, you know? So I got a story. AOC, basically.
Yo, Bash, you been
At
tripping on them hoes.
her at one of her board meetings, y'all. And when you see this board meeting and how it went down, you're gonna be like, damn. But yet again, this is a prime example of getting what you pay for. Excuse me. If y'all heard that, I apologize. But this is definitely a prime example
Sir,
of
we're
getting what
taking
you pay
lines. Sir, we're having to keep you write your names on the computer.
American citizens before migrants. Oh. Hell. American citizens. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Get your hands off. Where are you on the migrant issue? You're absent. American citizens. You're grown in this country. Where are you? You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
Okay.
Nuclear war with Russia. We're sending F-16. We send F-16s to Ukraine on the verge of nuclear war. Is that okay? Are you going to stop this war? Okay, are you going to stop this war? That's my question. Are we going to?
Yeah, we know about the
Yeah, we know about the paper. Why are you afraid of your constituents?
Look like people are getting that freedom of speech taken away. That's what it looked like to me. But this is when you get challenged. When the left, the Democratic Party gets challenged, when that party gets challenged, this is what happens. But I ain't gonna lie, when the left try to challenge the right, when the right try to challenge the left, it's to me it's 50-50. It's vice versa. flat out.
Because it has been creating a lot of harm to poor and indigenous people.
All right, guys. So as we discussed on my channel a whole lot, big blue liberal cities are experiencing an immigration crisis. Okay, not a crisis nearly as big as Texas, but they're experiencing a crisis because Governor Greg Abbott from Texas has decided to send the border to their doorstep. Okay, because allegedly they are sanctuary cities. Okay, they're supposed to be welcoming towards migrants. Okay. However, when they actually got what they asked for, now the people of some of these cities, again, like Washington, D.C., New York City, Chicago, and their woke mayors, now all of a sudden they don't like illegal immigration too much because they realize that illegal immigrants definitely contribute to crime, that they are a strain on the social safety net, okay, and that, hey, we just really don't have the resources and the housing to take care of these people who, a lot of whom have come here uninvited. Okay, you have a lot of grown adult males, okay, mainly from like Venezuela, right? Places like that, which, you know, to me personally, I would much rather have Venezuelan women than the Venezuelan males, right? I'm just saying, maybe I wouldn't be making such a fuss about this if most of the migrants were Venezuelan women and children. But that's just simply not the case, okay? It's a bunch of grown men, and I'm not down with that. Yeah, so again, you have cities like New York City that claims to be a sanctuary city. They're receiving these migrants because Greg Abbott is sending them to a place where they're allegedly wanted, okay? There are 60,000 asylum seekers using public services, right? The social safety net in the state of New York, and they've been complaining about it since the first day that they got a bus load of these migrants that showed up to their city. And again, these migrants are causing all types of problems as, again, they're being housed in hotels.
I was a side administrator at the Row Hotel. So in the hotel, we have close to 5,000 migrants. If anything involving this hotel, I was helping run it. Everything ranging from doctor's visits to medication is paid for the migrants. Anything you can possibly think of, it's being given to them. Car seats, cribs for newborns. There's, I want to say, at least 2 to 3 babies a week being born at this hotel. The migrants being in those hotels have destroyed them. There's a lot of alcohol in these rooms. Housekeeping is there all week, and they'll clean it, and by the end of the night, there's kids getting drunk together. There's people hooking up with each other. There's multiple guns in these rooms as well. The alarming thing is that this hotel is meant to be a family hotel.
You were actually showing me some text messages between a social worker about a drunk 10-year-old in this hotel. Can you talk to us about what happened there?
Yeah, it was a drunk 10-year-old who was caught with a 14 and a 12-year-old, and all 3 of them were intoxicated. And when we looked them up in the system, the parents had checked out 2 days ago.
So their parents just left them there?
Yeah, the parents will leave the kids unattended in the hotel. We heard a security guard start yelling, there's a gun on site, there's a gun on site. It was probably an upset person that we had kicked out of the hotel. I myself had been assaulted. I've seen other people get assaulted. I've had threats saying, you know, we'll be waiting for you guys outside. There's been times where staff has had to be, you know, escorted to their cars, to their trains.
Because the migrants are threatening them.
Yeah. Often at times there was migrants causing chaos with shoplifting. The one instant where I showed you that video, aside from being caught shoplifting, they started getting physical. And a lot of the times it was, go calm the migrant down, get them inside the hotel. I've been doing this for 5 years. And in my 5 years, this has been the worst experience by far. The city of New York does not know what they're doing, and it's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah, so you've seen that, you heard that. Okay, so clearly, right, you have some issues going on, all types of shenanigans, which, again, is extremely predictable, right? The conservatives have been telling liberals, hey, you really don't want this, right? You really don't want a bunch of people coming here undocumented. We don't know who they are, right? We don't know much about them. You really don't want this. But they said, no, you're a bigot, right? But, again, you have the citizens of New York City. They're pissed, okay? They're standing up to the Democrats and the agenda that they have put forth in regards to just letting these migrants in our country. And one of the main supporters of that is AOC, okay, who wants amnesty, who wants open borders. And she had a town hall, and let's just say her constituents showed up to let her know that they did not like the fact that they have a migrant crisis in the city and how she's a supporter of open borders. Also, at the same time, they let her know about a bunch of other issues that they have with her, like, for example, her voting to continue to send more money to Ukraine. I mean, they just gave her absolute mouthful. Take a look.
So, sorry, sir, we're taking lines. Sir, we're taking lines. Sir, we're having people write their names on the piece of paper.
American citizens before migrants. Hell.
Thank you.
American citizens. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Get your hands off. Where are you on the migrant issue? You're absent. American citizens. You're grown veterans of this country. Where are you? You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
Okay. The president has come out saying that he also believes that he has this authority. What he has also said is that he is not sure if he is able to implement the authority in time for the June 5th deadline. And so that is where we see kind of this impasse. I still believe, first of all, that we should start to implement it anyway, because we should eliminate the debt limit in the United States because of the constitutional. Now,
Citizens of America really, I bet you how she explained it, really don't understand like the debt ceiling. You printing paper, making paper, you don't have enough money to hand out to other countries. We don't have no natural resources to borrow or lend or trade with other countries. So when you don't have nothing to trade, you're just gonna have an unlimited supply of money. Okay.
And I will share some. I don't like that Republicans passed a 1.7 trillion tax cut on the wealthiest people in this country. I don't like that we continue to pull our military budget. I don't like that we have enormous amounts of.
That is exactly why we use paper slips. So next, we're going to go to
Nuclear war with Russia. We're sending F-16. We sent F-16s. American Ukraine on the verge of nuclear war. Is that okay? Are you going to stop this war? Okay, are you going to stop this war? That's my question. Are we going to?
Yeah, we know about the
Yeah, we know about the paper. Why are you afraid of your constituents?
This, man, we need more of this. We need more of this. Not enough people in that city go to this. Not enough people in Nevada, North Dakota, South Dakota, in all 50 states. More of this need to happen. A lot more people. Unfortunately, the main people that need to go to it, like you and me, you be at work when this stuff happens. It's unfortunate. They need to make this more accessible. That is what needs to happen. Because when we're able to voice our opinions to the people who you voted for, you get small crowds, big crowds like this. And people get to hear, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people up in that crowd that felt some type of way and got to hear other people's ideas and soaked that in and took it for however they wanted to take it. That's like what this video is for. This video is for me to put out. You take it how you want to take it and you share it out to other people so we can learn some stuff together.
Activity because it has been creating a lot of harm to poor and indigenous people. And we've also been able to fit that in.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Clearly, AOC's constituents have an issue with her stance when it comes to immigration and funding for the war in Ukraine. But what I want to spend the last part of this video talking about is this silly claim that the left always makes when they are questioned about their fiscal policy. Okay, the fact that they spend so much money and that they're driving this country into more and more debt. Okay, that's what they're doing, and they want to excuse doing irresponsible things, like, for example, getting rid of the debt ceiling, right? Basically saying, look, we should be allowed to spend, whatever amount of money we want to spend. Okay, we don't need any spending cuts. We don't need to actually have any fiscal responsibility. They excuse that by saying, well, the GOP gave tax cuts for the rich, which is just false, right? It's false. Okay, because when they keep saying that most of the tax cuts went to folks at the top and corporations, right, that pay no taxes, this is what they say, right? All of it went there. The middle class got no benefit. That's just false, okay? In fact, 3 of every $4 in the 2017 tax cut went to individuals, cutting taxes for the lowest income Americans by 10% while cutting taxes for the top 1% by less than 0.5%. And okay, in the 2017 GOP tax reform bill, corporations effectively paid 85% of their tax cuts thanks to eliminating special tax provisions and broadening the U.S. tax base. Also, on top of that, if you don't believe me, we have the Washington Post, okay, who actually has fact-checked the Democrats coming out here and making this silly claim about the GOP tax cuts. Like, for example, they gave Bernie Sanders 3 Pinocchios for making this claim right here, which is that $2 trillion in tax breaks went to the wealthiest people in the country and the largest corporations, right? We're going to read this conclusion here from a fact check for the Washington Post, because again, this is a far left outlet. And for them to come out here and say that, well, you guys are being inaccurate about what these tax cuts actually did, there's some truth here. So let's read here. Sanders is wrong to claim that $2 trillion in tax breaks went to the wealthiest people in this country and the largest corporations. Most Americans across all income spectrums receive some sort of tax cut, but the share of the tax cuts for the top 1% was not as much as the share they pay in taxes, and some of the super wealthy experienced tax increases. There are limits placed on a new tax deduction for pass-through businesses owned by wealthy individuals. A big chunk of the tax cut did go to large corporations, and the savings were substantial, but companies with a lot of foreign income may have ended up with higher taxes, and there were limits on tax breaks given to the wealthy who own pass-through businesses. We've previously given 4 Pinocchios to statements that only the wealthy gain from the 2017 tax cut, but Sanders' reference to large corporations reduces our rating to 3 Pinocchios. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, even the Washington Post, the far left liberal outlet, is saying, yeah, you guys can't come out here and make this false claim that the 2017 GOP tax cuts only went towards the rich. Okay, it's ridiculous. But again, they throw that out there as an excuse for them to do whatever type of irresponsible fiscal policy that they want.
I'm not gonna hold him. I'm gonna stop because we watched majority of his video, but yet again, y'all, receipts about which party is really out here trying to help the American people. Which party is trying to embarrass us, humiliate us, or calling some false allegation which ain't true. Oh my God. I gotta let these guys get their little 15 minutes of fame because this shit was funny.
Joe. Okay, so Pride Month's what, next month? It's next month, right?
I don't know. I'm not gay.
I think it's next month.
So Black History Month is February. Pride Month is what's you said it's next month?
Yeah, June.
June.
I think it is.
When we gonna have a White History Month?
Kevin, man, don't stop me with this.
Oh man, I'm tired of this racist ass country. We get to celebrate niggas and gay people, but we can't celebrate white people. They founded this great nation.
Hey, Kevin, stop.
Stop what? Spitting facts? Spitting facts in here.
Hey, we need a Native American Day. They done them wrong.
Oh, they want Christopher.
Oh, they got it.
They want Christopher Columbus Day. They're trying to hijack it. They try to take that great white man's holiday.
You need a Christopher Columbus Day and you need a Native Day. They're gonna be on the same day though.
No, man. You got to do Indigenous Day right after Christopher Columbus.
Just do them, knock them out in one shot.
Yeah, it'd be Christopher Columbus Day, then Indigenous Day, it'd be a day of mourning. Lower the flag down half-mast.
Hey, you stupid. All right, so
that wasn't funny. I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, Kim, come on.
But I know y'all laughing at it. Know why? Because you're privileged. You're not Native American.
Hey, so North Face, that's a popular brand. They got nice.
North Face, yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
they sell it in the sporting goods stores.
Yeah,
all kinds.
But they just pulled a Bud Light.
They did.
Yeah,
looked like they were learning a lesson.
Y'all know when somebody pull a Bud Light, it's gonna be problems. That's all I want to say.
From what?
Well, I don't
the
think
debacle that occurred at Bud Light, man, the fiasco, man. You should know when you go political, whether it's left lane or right lane, you're going to automatically alienate 50%
well,
of your
this
fans.
has been building up for like the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and more brands are starting to take part in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what, you can make more money doing it? Okay, let's do it.
How can you make more money pissing off half of the nation?
Yeah, but I just
does that make sense? Does it?
No.
How can you make more money pissing off half of the nation? Because if you lean left, you're gonna piss off the Republicans. If you lean right, you're gonna piss off the liberals. Yeah. Why don't you just stay neutral and just stick to your brand?
I think what's going wrong for these business, because conservatives, everybody was just whatever, I'll still buy your stuff because I do like your jackets. Oh, I'll still drink Bud Light because I've been drinking for years. But now conservatives, white people say, I had enough. I'm bringing back white supremacy.
No, man, he fed up with the propaganda.
They gets tired.
It's propaganda. That's what it is.
So I want to get to this video.
It's propaganda.
Watch this ad from North Face. It's crazy.
Hi, it's me, Patagonia, a real-life homosexual. And today I'm here with the North Face. We are here
got some
to
nice legs
invite
on.
you
Yeah.
to come out in nature with us. Wow, this is nice.
Please tell me y'all see a problem with this. Huh? What in the extra borny of it clown special is this? This looks like It 4. Like it got tired of scaring kids. It was like, fuck it, I'm not scaring no kids. You know what I'm saying? With balloons. I'm finna scare with some colors. Take about like,
We like to call this little
You gotta
tour
admit, he's got
the
an idea.
Summer of Pride. This tour has everything: hiking, community, art, lesbians making art. Last year, we gay sashayed across the nation and celebrated Pride across the nation
What do you
with
say?
hundreds of you across the nation. This year, we're back again with 2 new stops: Atlanta, GA. Why? Because you're there. In Salt Lake City, we're
And they be talking about move to Atlanta. I'm not moving to Atlanta. I'm not visiting Atlanta. I'm not eating in it. Nothing I got. Why do I need to? Not going to Atlanta.
coming for you. Of course. This year, all these fabulous speakers will be coming from inside this TV to a nature near you. So come outside and celebrate the beautiful LGHGTV community. That's pretty gay.
I never understand pride. You're actually celebrating someone's sexuality. Anyway, you ought to check out the website. Go and bring the website up. These are the products, the apparel. Look, see how they checked every box, got a black person. Mm-hmm. Got to put a black person. You got to put the token Negro in there. Well, at least he put them first. Need to hit them calves.
Outdoors together.
What you say? I say you need to hit them calves, nigga.
Go back up. Them calves is gay. Them gay calves. Yeah, so they came out.
Oh, they just celebrating Pride Month.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let us watch no more of that stuff. But no, man, if this really was, I mean, I see now why a lot of my fellow friends don't watch TV. If you don't watch TV and you be like, hey man, I pay extra more for no ads. I understand why. First, I was like, I don't care. Forget an ad. But avoid watching commercials like that. It's cool coming in and hearing people like, man, did you see that commercial? No, I did not see that commercial. I missed that commercial. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not really, into the commercial watching. I'm really not. It was fun back in. Listen. The only time I don't lie. Only time I think I really pay attention to commercial is Super Bowl. Super Bowl weekend. Yes, sir. That's the only time. That's the best time. That's the best, like the freaking best commercials ever. I promise you. It was one. Is this it?
More now on the high drama in the Texas State House, which has just voted to send articles of impeachment against Attorney General Ken Paxton over to the Senate for a trial. He has been impeached. Rosa Flores joins us with the latest, along with Scott Braddock, editor.
I'm not just out here carrying because I can. I'm carrying because they're trying to take away the right to.
Reports of an armed man in Severn has residents on edge for days in Anne Arundel County. Now, Governor Wes Moore is speaking out on that situation. Fox 25's Vincent Hill has more on why the governor's comments may have sparked more armed people to show up in protest of Senate Bill 1. Vincent, what did you find out?
Yeah, Kaya, back and forth between the governor and a man who says he's just standing up for his rights, now leading to several people with guns around school-age kids.
In Severn, concerns of a man armed with an AR-15 as kids are getting off the bus.
It was just chaos. He was standing at the bus stop talking to the children. They all ran off.
But it's not a threat of an active shooter, and he's doing it right in front of police while they can't do anything about it.
All these cops here, somebody else is in real danger right now. You know that, right?
Jaden McAdory legally carrying a rifle and protesting Senate Bill 1. Signed into law by Governor Wes Moore on Tuesday. McAdory telling Fox 45 he's reached out to the governor personally.
I mean, I tried reaching out to him. I sent him an email. He didn't respond.
However, the governor responding in a statement about the protest, which reads in part, "We need partnership, not shallow acts of cowardice and intimidation."
I think his comments draw a lot of attention to it.
Political analyst John Deedy says the governor's response, which appears personal, will only add fuel to the fire.
And I think, that can create a situation where all of a sudden you have other people in other communities deciding, I'm going to try the same type of action.
So this is like, I think one of the best videos to break down that we done came across that ain't nobody's talking about. That's another thing I gotta start finding. Videos that ain't nobody talking about. We have the right to bear arms, right? You got people out there shooting up kids. This man wrote a letter to the mayor, to the governor. Hey, I want to have my gun out protecting the kids as they get off the school bus. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Why nobody? Yes, I'm curious of why all the shows that I watch, nobody covered this story right here. What's wrong with a man? What's wrong with these people? In New Mexico, I covered a story a long time ago. I need to really try to go find it. Of some teachers carrying guns in school, you know what I'm saying, to protect their students. Y'all be like, it's not y'all. I heard plenty of teachers. There is a whole slew of teachers out there that be like, it's not their duties to protect. Those who don't want to pick up a gun, it's not their duty to protect. But those who feel the honor and the respect to pick up a gun to help, them no ones that I'm looking for. This man is out here. I had to go find him. This man, ain't nothing wrong with what he doing. He ain't pointed at no kids. You know what I'm saying? He talk, like I said, like you heard in the report, he talking to the kids. Hey, let them know, hey, this is a gun. I'm only here to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Hope you make it home safely. Hope you had a good day in school. We can't talk about that. Things that really matter and can make a big difference brings terror to a community. But no harm was done. You hear that? Yeah, no harm was done. News reporter come out. Now, imagine it's done in some of the toughest neighborhoods. Some of those neighborhoods where it's really going down. This guy, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys out there on different corners, just making sure the kids get to school, back and forth. Do you know nobody got bullied that day? While he's out there, no kids getting bullied. Somebody that's getting bullied right now, all they gotta do is run around that man and feel safe. And this is what we supposed to feel at the barricade, y'all safe? Okay. I'm just asking.
Exercise his right to carry while he can.
If he wants to talk to me, he can. But I mean, until he knows the full story, I don't want to hear nothing he has to say.
Now, it should be noted that even once Senate Bill 1 goes into effect, he can actually still carry that AR because Senate Bill 1 focuses on wear and carry, which involves handguns. For now, we're live in Baltimore. Vincent Hill, Fox 45 News.
Vincent, thank you. While you no longer need to submit a reason to obtain a wear and carry license in Maryland following a Supreme Court decision, the process of obtaining one is still pretty comprehensive. It includes registering online with the state, All of this comes from Vincent. He says you also have to submit fingerprints, go through 16 hours of training with state police or a qualified handgun instructor. It's 8 additional hours for renewal. After that, you also need to provide a passport-style photograph. And then there's the fee, $75 for new applicants, $50 for renewal or subsequent licenses. Well, one of the biggest criticism of Senate Bill 1 is that it doesn't apply to anyone who gains access to their guns illegally. While legal gun owners have to jump through several hoops and pay hundreds of dollars, illegal guns are often obtained for next to nothing. Law enforcement analyst Melissa Pinkleton says the majority of guns used in crimes were obtained within minutes.
They're stealing them from vehicles. They're stealing them from stores, smash and grabs. They are committing crimes with guns that are acquired in an illegal manner to begin with. And it's a huge, huge problem.
Well, that brings us to our question of the day. Do you believe Senate Bill 1 will have an impact on crime? So far, 92% of those who voted say no. You can make your voice heard by going to voxbaltimore.com/vote. I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.
More now on the high drama in the Texas state.
Interesting. That was interesting. I'm glad I found that one. But back to what I was saying and thinking. Safeness, carrying a gun, it's not waving it at nobody. It's not causing an alarm. Oh, y'all know I got it. Y'all know I got it.
Cardi B definitely regretted saying this. It all started when Cardi B made a huge mistake by speaking her mind on Twitter, saying, quote, "I might commit a crime soon, IDK." That's when the Twitter user Korn replied, and what he said literally made her delete her tweet. If you guys don't know Korn, he's well known in the Twitter space for pretty much ratioing everyone. And Trippie Redd even got destroyed by him one time. This time, he ratioed her by posting a photo of a cup of alcohol, seemingly referring to the time she admitted to drugging and robbing men when she used to be a stripper. This tweet ended up getting almost 14,000 likes on it, while Cardi's only got 12,000. Cardi B definitely regretted saying this. It all started
Dumb. Just a reminder what you used to do. But I'm glad you changed your ways.
This man has an incredible talent. He started drawing an optical illusion on a road, tried to fool a flock of sheep. As you can see, he started by tracing lines on the ground and then tried to create a false perspective. After several hours of work, you can see a lead-like figure starting to appear. Once the drawing was finished, even from our point of view, it worked really well. And at that moment, look, flock of sheep arrives and we'll see how they'll behave. They move slowly with their shepherd, and listen carefully, they move slowly and don't understand. And look, they try to pass on the sides and they eventually all end up going to the right. It works perfectly. Magnificent. This man has an incredible talent. He started drawing an optical.
That's hard. That's hard. That was tough. That was tough.
This is an inside look at a $10 million restaurant in Las Vegas. And I was hearing a lot about this place. Some bad, some good, so I had to go check it out myself. But first, as we always do, and especially at Toca, we have to talk about the ambiance, which is second to none. It feels like you got dropped in the jungle, and I bet you it's a vibe when it rains outside. And you better at least come here and get drinks. Speaking of drinks, I ordered my first cocktail from their cocktail Bible, and I started off with something fruity because I guess at Toca, and I liked it, but Velia finished it. And now the food. So we came for their brunch, and I have to say it exceeded my expectations. They're known for their flying tomahawk, which is on their dinner menu, but you can still get it for brunch. The girls love the tres leches French toast, but I was a fan of their chicken and waffle. Here's the bill. Let me know if you go. This is an inside look at a 10.
He didn't show that bill. He did not show that bill.
When this man walked into the Houston jewelry buyer's store a week ago, the man didn't buy anything then, but when he came in again 2 days ago, he was prepared to spend $44,000 for 2 Rolexes. The credit card he used, though, wasn't his. It belonged to this man.
Noticed that I didn't have phone service, but just was like, okay, that's kind of strange, but maybe that's just a weird thing. And then I also saw an email from American Express about a large purchase approved and then a fraud alert email.
The victim had gone to Lifetime Fitness on Wednesday and put his belongings in a gym locker. An hour later, he noticed his phone did not work and his credit cards were gone. Someone had not just broken into the locker to take his credit cards, but also pulled out the SIM card from his phone. It would be crucial to making the thefts work. When this man walked into the Houston jewelry buyer's store a week ago, the man didn't buy anything then, but when he came in,
Cold-hearted people out here, y'all. Man, protect y'all stuff, bro. Protect y'all stuff. For real, for real, for real. If that's not teaching y'all that you know, you will look at me. If that ain't teaching y'all gotta protect y'all shit. Even I want to. I can't. I'm slowly getting everything fully together. And hey, gotta get it together. Come together. Take over me. Y'all know nothing about that. Let's see what's going on over here.
All right, folks. An 11-year-old boy in Mississippi is at home recovering after he was shot Saturday by a cop. Now, here's what's crazy, okay? It was Adarian Murray who called the cops regarding a domestic disturbance at the family home. Indianola police officer Greg Capers shot the boy, and the boy's mother had to ask him to call the police again after the fall of another of her children were out at the home, angry and upset. Now, on Monday evening, Indianola Board of Aldermen voted to place Capers on paid administrative leave while investigating the shooting. The family wants the officer fired and charged. Adarian suffered a collapsed lung, fractured ribs, and lacerated liver due to the shooting. He was released from the hospital on Wednesday. Attorney Carlos Moore, representing the family, he joins us right now from Jackson, Mississippi. Carlos, okay, I'm totally confused here. How in the hell does a 11-year-old kid call the cops, cops show up, and the kid gets shot?
Roland, I'm just as confused as you are. The family has no answers, and we are fighting for justice. We've asked the mayor, the police chief, somebody to give us an answer why this child who was unarmed and following the officer's command to come out of the house with his hands up, why he was shot by the same cop.
I mean, is this one of those situations where the cops, you remember during Tamir Rice, where the cops tried to say, oh, like he was this really big child. But again, so walk us through what happened. Was the cop outside? Was he inside the home?
He was outside of the home. What happened, Roland, 4 a.m., his sister's father comes over. He's irate. His mother's afraid. At some point, she hands her son the cell phone and tells him to call the police and call her mother. He did. He called his grandmother and the police, and they arrived. They thought this was going to be something that would assist them. The police try to kick the door in. The mother opens the door. They tell her to come out. She tells them that the man is still in there, but he's running the other way without a gun. And so he knew there was no gun in the house. He yells in the house and tells everybody else in the house to come out with their hands up. The boy obeys and comes out of his bedroom, hits the living room, is immediately shot in the living room in the chest.
Any body cam video?
There is body cam video, but the family has not seen it. We've asked for it from the city and from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. They are being dilatory and saying because of the investigation, they cannot release the video. But we know that if it was in their favor, they would immediately release it. We hear that it's very damning for the city, and that's why they're being dilatory.
I mean, we're talking about an 11-year-old kid.
11 years old, 4.
Sorry I had to report a sad story in amongst all this weirdness, but this is called for justice. I'm hoping to do a follow-up story or get more information about this story and see what's going on. As you see, stories like this still ain't hit the mainstream media either.
4 feet 10, very small frame, looks like a kid. No way he could have been mistaken for the 6'2" man that was in the house.
I mean, this is absolutely strange. I mean, This kid it's a miracle this kid is alive.
Very much a miracle. Had a collapsed lung, lacerated liver, fractured ribs. He is blessed to be alive. I believe God left him here for some reason. He still has a purpose here on earth, and he's going to fulfill it.
And again, you said that the Mississippi River investigation, they are leading this investigation?
They are.
Wow. I mean, just no words here to describe here. Now, here's the question. Was the father of the gentleman who started all of this here, was he ever arrested?
We understand that after the shooting, it's a few hours later, he was arrested, but they held him briefly and released him. They said since the mother did not file charges, they couldn't hold him any longer.
She couldn't file charges because she was in the hospital with her son.
Yes, he was airlifted to Jackson to the hospital. So her main concern at that point was her son's survival. So she was by his bedside faithfully as any mother would be. And so the man is still out somewhere in Indianola.
Unbelievable. Carlos Moore, we appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. All right, folks, back to our Road Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. When you talk about blackness and what happens in
Black Star Network. I ain't on there. Hey, you put me on there. Where my Black Stardust? Oh, I bet you'd be like, oh, not you. Pothead, sellout, Uncle Tom, all that whatever weird shit. But that is a sad story. I hope that kid, I hope more information do come out about that for real. Like, we need to know what's up. We need to know what is up. What is up? I swear. Do, 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 do.
What are you calling my phone for? Go back to the bitch you love so much and leave me the fuck alone.
I trip. I'm tripping. I remember I was tripping. I know y'all was like, that boy done turned it up and he ain't gonna be able to hear nothing. I remember. Interesting, man. Just interesting. It's interesting in the news that we be coming across. I just wanted to get my smoke on before I had to start, man. I had to really just sit there and just think about all of that information that was taken in, you know what I'm saying? Whereas what's been looked at, what's not been looked at, what's been tested, what's been not been tested. We're going into a year. Or we're finna finish. Yeah, let me rephrase that. We're about to finish up a year where money is finna really start to supposed to be getting spent around here in America. You know what I'm saying? Holidays is coming around, and kids about to get back out of school and everything. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be the good time. But with us knowing that predators and people who definitely disagree with what you believe in is out here, and not just out here, y'all. I'm not just out here. Out here really just taking the time out to methodically think about how to move the chess piece to get what they want in life. It's a bigger goal than just to say that we came a long way, we came out of nowhere. And I understand where a lot of people coming from when they're like, look, hard. I had to do what I had to do. But now it's really, really looking at like people who have traveled a hard road to become free within themselves out here are getting taken advantage of those who see an opportunity to go seize the moment. And what I mean by that is we really got people that's taking advantage of maybe the gun laws, maybe some of the LGBT community, some of the tax evasion. You always got somebody that's going to take advantage of what they call the system. And then you got a lot of people that don't like the system. A lot of people claim that they're fighting the system. A lot of people are going to claim that they're feeling not as one, where they always fight more than just them. Everybody always feel like it's just them versus their own family. It's just, man, it's just me versus my family. There's nobody out here helping me. There's nobody out here, you know what I'm saying? Every man for themselves. Y'all remember that one football game where they called Killer Man? To the football, one person get the football, you try to go make a tackle. It's versus you versus everybody who decide to play on that football field. If you want to warm or stretch out. That's how we really looking at it. Instead of coming together and saying that we are one, we can come through this struggle. We need to work together and we need to find a common boundary to let us know, like, look, this is right, this is wrong. We can't let predators, and I'm gonna keep saying the word predators, people that prey on people that are weak. And that's what a lot of things are starting to really, really show, that a lot of people are getting preyed on that are weak. We got to find a way to change that. You know? If y'all don't think so, then I understand. One day y'all will see exactly how I see that. Yes, we all are getting picked off slowly, one by one. One by one. Section by section, mind by piece by piece. I really hope that we really, really get this together. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna hold you. Have a good night.